Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Battle for Supremacy TV's Reign Supreme Grassroots Tournament for Honor of Kings. This is day number 4. By the way, my name is Vince G, and together with me here is Kaisaya as we bring you all the intense action here on the Grassroots Honor of Kings tournaments. And by the way, we've seen teams yesterday participating and giving their all. And right now, we're in the last part, the last 8 or 16 set of teams that will try to qualify for the next round. So, your thoughts about this, Kaisaya?
Actually, I have been following and watching all the broadcasts about this tournament. It made me so curious because there's a lot of teams, maybe even more, and probably 64 teams were able to come in and join this. And now we are at the last part of the round of 64 teams, finding the next set of those teams who will move forward to round 2. So I'm so excited at least to be able to cast for this last set for a round of 64 rather.
Wow, I mean, just imagine 64 teams, and now we have to cut it down in half. 32 teams will be remaining. So, in 10 support days, actually. So, this is just the start. So, after this, we're gonna be going towards the next round. We're gonna cut it down to half as well. So, until we reach the selected number of players, probably go 8, 4. Then the final 2 for the grand finals. Well, this is gonna be exciting because for Reign Supreme, the players and teams will be doing their absolute best to do and to become the champions of the season 1, because season 1 you have to be the pioneers, and that's what they want.
Yes, and what I love about this is that this is not just about one particular country. This is about across Asia. So wherever you're coming from, I see here for the last of round 64 where we have teams coming from Indonesia, the Philippines, Myanmar, and many others, Cambodia as well, and Myanmar. So it's so exciting, and I want to see what more they can bring into the table. I can see as well a lot of teams actually still looking for organizations who can manage them. So I guess tournaments like this is a good opportunity, a good platform to showcase the capabilities of your team and add up in your portfolio. So, yeah, so excited. Let's see how it is going to go for the last set for round of 64.
So after waiting for the first set of matches, might as well break down what are we going to have here. 8 sets of matches for tonight, only best of ones. So this means there's no room for error for each and every one. They need to win no matter what. Losing is not an option if they wanted to proceed towards the next round, and they have to make sure that they manage to get their lineup straight, get those wins up and running. But for our match schedule, we are going to see first Nuclear Phoenix up against Tuyul family. So this is gonna be Bangladesh versus India.
So exciting to see. And now we see the draft right now. Very popular band, one of the top roamers in the game as of the moment, been quite a while as well, is Datsiao. And it's quite let's see though, because they are the first pick in here, if there are going to be a room for them to pick the Julia, which is one of the top roamers as well in the game. But the Arlie ban is understandable as well, because just today, together with the Hello Kitty event, is the mechanics upgrade for the Arlie, wherein she gets an increase in her HP, base HP, and she also got more damage from her passive. So I think that is an intelligent ban coming from the side of the red team.
They don't want to face a buff early at this rate. And together with that, another support will be removed. Kayan and another support, the Dolia back to back there. That means there's gonna be an opening for Angela if they wanted to pick Angela. Because the trend here in this tournament is to get the Angela first, but seems like they're gonna be going for their comfort picks. They don't want to lose Liu Shan.
Yes, Lioshan definitely good in terms of pushing towers because of his passive, and at the same time, not only that, he's got enough tankiness, he's got enough damage as well, especially onto the late game. Even marksmen will have no room to actually escape the hands of Lioshan. But in here on the side of the red team, Team Indonesia, we see a Dharma and a Zhang Fei. So lots of tankiness. to deal with as well, especially once you give the itemization for the Zhangfei as well as the Dharma. Especially the Dharma can flank so well, and the Zhangfei, breaking out the formation of the team. So I think whoever will be the squishy target on the side of the Bangladesh team will have to watch out for these two heroes.
Okay, I kind of like how they partnered Lucia with someone tanky. Of course, Byron is understandable. This guy dominated the Clash lane. He got his shield up and running. He can chase down opponents. He can lock them down into place. And he has that sustain ability. If he managed to max out his energy, that means he can get some health back whenever he hits. But for the Renji, a really, really good marksman pick. I mean, if you wanted to have a balance of both physical and magical, then this is your guy, and it has a cleanse capability in order for him to wash out any debuffs.
Yes, definitely. That is actually an intelligent pick, especially that we see a Lady Jen on the side of the Indonesian team, red team. So she will be, this D-Renji will be able to escape any potential locked-in targets onto him. So I guess at least it's a balance of being mobile and having enough damage as well. But we see the next few sets of bans in here. The Mai Shiranui, the Haino ban, pretty understandable. You don't want to give more damage coming from the side of our Bangladesh team in here. But again, we still have the latest one available as one of the marksman pick in here for the farm lane, but it's also getting banned by our Bangladesh team in here. Marco Polo is out, Hoi is out as well. But Garo is in here for the red team.
That gives room for Garo to come in. So another hero that needs to be protected. Garo, he needs to be protected as much as possible. What? They have the right set of heroes. I mean, you've got Zhang Fei. They can provide some good, decent amount of shield with the Leaping Savior. Dharma can sustain the Clash lane. He can go in the front lines protecting Garo, and all that he needs to do is to hit no matter what, because Garo, he has that she has that capability to dish out damage, and she has that long range. But I kind of like how they're taking time here for Prime. I mean, they are choosing, if whether they're not, they're gonna go for Gan and Mo, but he's they want Xiao Kiao instead.
Yeah, Xiao Chao, just enough damage. Actually, when they were hovering on the Gan and Mo, I think that is also a quite okay. It isn't okay. I wouldn't say quite okay. It is an okay option as well. I mean, Haino is banned, Mai Shiranui is banned, but the damage, the range of the damage coming from either the Gan and Mo and as well as the Xiao Chao is also massive. So I think that definitely can match up against the lineup that we have in here for the Indonesian team.
Well, this is going to be an exciting first match for this day. Ladies and gentlemen, hang on to your seats because you are going to witness the first series between Nuclear Phoenix Prime and Tuyul family. As we go over to our first game here in the Reign Supreme, who is gonna emerge victorious? Who is going to reign supreme? That is going to be the question that everyone wants to know. And right now, that is what we are going to witness because we are heading towards the Hero's Gorge.
Yes, definitely. Who is it gonna be? Is it a Bangladesh team or an Indonesian team? We'll just have to find out. So comment down in the comment section. Of course, share the live stream as well. But we head into the Gorge. Nuclear Phoenix Prime versus Tuyul family. I wonder if this is real family in real life, But yeah, let's head into the Gorge.
Yeah, probably you're talking about clans, you're talking about dynasties. Well, this is what Honor of Kings is all about. I mean, the Chinese dynasties, the Chinese lores, and all of that. But this time around, it's for Tuyul family to create their own dynasty, to create their own lore. And they have to beat Nuclear Phoenix Prime in order for them to establish themselves as one of the better team. But wow, I mean, Heisenberg almost died there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the Garo has a range advantage in comparison to a D-Renji, so definitely the D-Renji has to be very careful, especially if he is not able to see who else are in the map. But for the meantime, in the mid lane, we can see some tussle ongoing. Just both of the tanks of the teams just poking each other, just trying to create a vision, but now both actually rotating towards both. And I like how they're actually just, going for a mano-a-mano tussle between these two muscular tanks.
Well, it's all about the muscles, all about it's all about having them control. But wait a minute, fights are happening.
Yes, definitely. Wait a minute, because the first blood's gonna go onto the Ying on the side of the blue team Nuclear, and that is a good news for the Ying because he got some extra gold. But getting onto the bootstrapping here, one member on the side of the Nuclear team is the Byron. Fortunately, not enough damage as of yet coming from Tuyul as well as the Dharma. But I think, they could have got him, but I guess they're still going for it. The Pyro will fall down. It is so far a 1-for-1 trade just within 2 minutes game time.
I mean, with the commitment from Jing, he managed to at least see that Shinmon Benny Maru, okay, I pronounced that right. He was low on health, and that is why he needs to at least hug down towers. And this gives Tuyul to at least be confident in terms of like tower diving. He managed to commit towards that, and now he's level 5.
Yes, that is so true. But for the meantime, everyone's just trying to calm down. Just a little bit of advantage in here. Actually, there's the catch-up coming from Tuyul family onto the gold lead, but I think still manageable until we wait for the 4-minute mark in here. But for the meantime, getting for the check bush in here, getting frozen, getting seasoned is the Leotian. Will be forced to make use of the shield, but on the other end of the map, in the middle lane, one will fall down. Our Byron onto the hands of HOK's the Dharma, and there are 4 members on the side of Tuyul family just wanting to go put the pressure onto the bottom lane, but there's goes the ultimate coming from the Xiao, but will not be enough because he will fall down too. And in other end, Renji is trying to survive and save his life with it. Attacks coming from the Jing as well, but then again, that is a win situation coming from Tuyul family.
The win, and now after that rotation, they got those decent kills. They wanted to apply so much pressure on mid, and not only that, I mean, Shinmon Benny Maru, he managed to die twice in that mid lane, and of course, coming in from the Clash lane, they're trying to cripple down the Clash laners that they have, probably the tankier guys here on the Nuclear Phoenix Prime. So Byron needs to work out on his tankiness. He needs to build items. He needs to get to levels in order for him to scale up on what they need. But I mean, Yami here, he's just doing some pretty decent crowd controls here with the flowing side, and of course that first kill connecting towards it, it enables them to bounce non-stop.
Everyone on the side of Tuyul family is on the bottom half part of the map, looking to contest the Tyrant in the game. Byron trying to actually catch up, but because some tussle is already happening, Ying is down right off the bat just before the objective take is to happen. I guess the members of Nuclear 5 in here needs to back away. There goes the chain lightning buff coming from the side of Tuyul family, but Dharma will fall down. There's the chase onto Yami as well. He will fall down as well. Double kill for the Byron so far. Fight still ongoing. Getting stunned in here is Whiskey, trying to back away, trying to free hit from the back lane. It will be successful, but the Jiangfei will secure the kill. And here we go, 2 members left alive in here for the side of Nuclear. So that was quite unfortunate that Code Error actually died even before the objective day.
I mean, I love how Tuyul family is protecting Whiskey at all costs. He is the damage source. He is the one true carry. I mean, even with Tuyul being the assassin, being the jungler for their team, I mean, it's all up to Whiskey to deal that range amount of damage, that critical. He managed to provide that in that single fight, and he didn't die. Just look at how Asenberg is gonna die.
Look at that Spear of Purity connecting almost, but to no effort because Heisenberg in here is able to just back away, go back to the base and regenerate some HP. But let's see how the Leotian will manage to defend this outer tower in the bottom lane because 3 members from the side of Tuyul family are actually in here. Gonna go for the ultimate in here. Unbridled outburst will be used as well, and this tower will fall down. It is a successful objective take coming from Tuyul family.
Now, they have that excuse to get down, choose another lane, farm up. So for Tuyul family, they have to focus on other lanes. I mean, they managed to get the outer tower at the bot, mid and top lane quite available. It seems like they're applying so much pressure on the mid lane while giving Whiskey the freedom to solo the top lane. So it's gonna be all his.
Yes, definitely. And this will give him more itemization, though. But we can see the Overlord just successfully taken by, I think that was Jing, if I saw it correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in here we might see another tussle in here. Clash ongoing. Ultimate has been used by the Sao Tiao. Gonna go flash away. In here, Hazix will still be able to save his life, it seems. But there goes the free push onto the top side for Wiz King for the Garo. But let's see how this will go onto the middle lane as Team Nuclear is trying to aim for the push onto the middle lane. But here we go. Jing is actually gonna go for her ultimate in here. But so low is one of the members. The jump will back away a little bit. But Byron will fall down already. No more frontliners so far, or one frontliner down for the side of Nuclear.
Goodness! Are they survive this? But that forced an ultimate coming in from the Zhang Fei, and now he's slamming the ground. But there you have it. I mean, Kaisaya, they're not giving me time to analyze this game. I mean, for Tuyul family, they're working 24/7 on this game. They wanted to end this fast.
They do. Seems like the family needs to sleep early tonight. But here we go. No towers down as of yet for Tuyul family. But I guess this is your time to actually give some analysis for while they are counting down.
I mean, I love the positioning coming in from Tuyul family. It seems like Nuclear Phoenix Prime, they wanted to give something like a team fight, apply so much pressure on mid, but Tuyul family has a response. They didn't even need Garo in that pit. Garo came in late, but he dealt a lot of damage. But in that moment, Nato almost died. He managed to pop that unbridled outburst, and then again.
The ocean, not enough cool. He's becoming a paper in here for this Garo. Garo is just able to free hit from the backline with the basic attack, so I think there is some decision making that Nuclear has to do in this one. I think they need to work on maybe the Byron flanking onto the Garo, but of course it's easier said than done.
It's easier said than done. They need to execute this very well, and they're quite behind gold, it seems, for Nuclear Phoenix Prime. They need to catch up. And in terms of objective, Tuyul family securing that Tyrant in the bot lane, and now it's giving them buff, it's giving them some confidence in order for them to start a fight, take mid tower if they can, but the fight's gonna happen in the jungle, teams.
Yes, and the Azure Golem was actually stolen away, but the fight ongoing. The Randy has fallen down already, not yet even done because his face is so well created by the jump fade on the ultimate. A soft moment, and everyone's just falling down. Byron, I don't think so, will actually survive in here, and now he falls down onto the hands of the members of Team Tuyul. 2 members left for Nuclear.
Has destroyed a tower.
See how tanked this guy was. He's ready to face every bit of members of the Nuclear Phoenix Prime, even though that Nuclear's got the nuke. But Tuyul family has that confidence. They wanted to end this game real fast. And as for Wiz King, he's the only one being protected by the family. It seems like they're running a mafia business here, and Wiz King is just the leader of it all.
Yes, protect the queen as we say it. But for now, I love what Tuyul's family doing as well. Jing taking advantage of just going for the split push clear, but he has to be very careful here. There's the chase coming from the Leotian, getting seasick just a little bit, but we do know that he is quite mobile. But he is not letting him go down, but still taking in a lot of damage coming from the Jing, and with a backup income, he's gonna go for the ultimate in here. Super low on HP though is the Jing, has to back away a little bit, but the Garo is here. Gonna go for the basic attack, so the Byron will fall down. Meanwhile, I think this is not even done, because we can see in here more damage being done by Team Tuyul family, taking down 2 members from the side of Nuclear Phoenix Prime.
Imagine the criticals, imagine the slow that Wiz King can provide. Every hit he take because of the passive, courtesy of his ult, of her ult. Spare of Purity just enabling her to deal a huge amount of damage while slowing them. And right now, objectives, all about objectives. They don't even need to be scared about the Primal Bond because they're just working 24/7. What?
Still a nice smite coming from Code Arrow. I think they need to back away now. They have to be very thankful about that still. But that is just one. Do be very careful because That is actually a buff for, that is actually meant for flashes, but hold a thought because the South Tower will actually fall down onto the mid. So one member less for the side of Nuclear Phoenix. I don't think they can clash so well, even with the buff coming from the Tyrant. For the meantime, there goes the CC coming from the Leoshan. However, Jing will fall down. There goes the free hit still coming from the Garo. A flash and even just to take one member down. And is now the Byron left all alive. Will he be able to defend 10 seconds before Itachi Uchiha will go back? But I think he will fall down to the Byron. Is this gonna be it? Is there a way for the Xiao Tao to actually defend the base? Will he be able to go for the Meteor Storm successfully? It is successful for the Meteor Storm. Unfortunately, not successful to defend the Crystal. Congratulations to our Indonesian team for winning this game 1. Actually, it's just game 1. But yeah, congratulations as they will be moving forward to the next round.
What a game it is, Kaisaya. No doubt. Tuyul family proven that the family that plays together stays together. They indeed stayed until the very end. And of course, for this king, all he does is to hit. Just look at how many times he assisted the entire team. Like 15 kills, he's there. 4 kills for him. But in terms of like the leader in terms of kills, it's Haxus. He managed to get 5 kills. But none of that. Whisking is the MVP for this game. Just look at the amount of critical that Whisking has. Criticals, lifesteal, you name it. I'm gonna be making some Sun Chasers to top this off. But for Whisking, he only needs to hit. He only needs to enable his basic attack, and that's it. So it's working wonders for Whisking and the entire Tuyul family.
As well, Whisking didn't get a lot of kills, but if you take a look at the team fight presence, he's got a lot in here, 78%, and he's got actually the second most, no, actually he's got the top damage percentage as well, 58.3k, so definitely deserves the MVP. But of course, it is an overall effort by the Tuyul family, so we give them a congratulations. Meanwhile, for our team from Bangladesh, it's definitely still as an experienced one from this team. So I think come back stronger in other future tournaments. So definitely congratulations though for Tuyul family.
Well, for Tuyul family, we'll be seeing more of them in the upcoming days. But for the Bangladesh teams here, the Nuclear Prime, actually, it is not the end. They need to smile up. They need to cheer up. A loss is a loss, but that doesn't stop them from joining or pursuing their professional careers. Of course, this is just the first step. This is just the baby steps, and a lot of grassroots tournament in Honor of Kings is emerging, and we have to take Race Supreme to in being the platform for these aspiring professional players to exhibit what they have here. And of course, it's not until it's not the very end, because this is just season 1, and if you didn't make it and become the season 1 champions, then all I can say, don't fret. I believe for Battle for Supremacy TV, they are going to create more and more tournaments, Reign Supreme tournaments. I mean, this is just the first one, but we're gonna be seeing more and more.
That
the future.
is for sure. And up next will be the match between Team Execration from the Philippines and Team JXT from Bangladesh as well. So we'll have to find out. Execration, quite a popular organization originating from the Philippines. So I think this is one of the match or series, best of one series that many are actually looking forward to. So we'll just have to find out. But yeah, really interesting event that we have right now. Again, I mean, I've seen the first 3 sets of this best of 64, or rather team of 64. To all the teams who did not make it to the next round, I'm pretty sure that there will be more, not just the event coming from BFStv, and I think it's still an experience gained regardless.
Correct. And that experience will definitely leave a mark towards these players. This is just the start, ladies and gentlemen, and as we speak, this is just the beginning round that we have here. We still have more, 7 more matches for today to end this day number 4. So don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. Kaisaya and Vince G will be right back here on the BFS TV's Reign Supreme Season 1.